and then text me you tried to take advantage of me while I was drinking. So my first year there in Bakersfield, California, even with all the depressing circumstances around where I'm living now, I decided to still date. Find the one for me. Because just like anybody else, I was trying to get my rocks off, faithfully, of course. I got married when I went back to Baltimore, so how y'all think that went? Just start the goddamn video. There's money in my bank account. I have my own place. I take to the best dating app there is. Say it with me. Instagram. The first person I hit up, ironically, was who is my wife now, Brandy. We chatting and eventually I end up asking her if I could fly her out to California, right? She didn't know it was a Dust Bowl. It was depressing. She didn't know none of that. She just knew it was Cali, right? You know what her response was? She said, "Sir, it's a pandemic." I responded and said, "You right." And we talked no more of it. End of that. On to the next. I'm still young, right? That's an important note in this story, because don't judge me. An ex of mine's best friend, keep liking all my pictures and shit. So, that's an invitation to be messy. Long story short, she flew herself out. And I got some sweet revenge and payback on my ex. The ex's best friend in question started tripping as soon as she got back home, bringing up my ex in every conversation because of the guilt she felt. Like, nah, don't be ashamed now. Sink or swim, bitch. You wasn't ashamed when your mouth was full? So we cut that short. Very short. Like, you're obsessed. You need to date her. And you're probably like, well, do you obsessed with the ex if you want a revenge? And it's like, no, I just like an excuse to do shit. Let's be honest. I was young, okay? So I'm on the dating scene and I'm like, okay, Instagram's not really working out. So let's go to good old reliable Tinder. And let's be honest, nothing good has ever come from Tinder. For me. Results may vary, obviously. And I connect with this chocolate military type shorty, right? Conversation is good over text. We chatted for a month before meeting, and she finally comes down for a sleepover because she lives not there. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. So a couple hours away. In person, listen, that girl's conversation skills are abysmal. They were trash. Low energy, no initiative on topics. Like, who was I texting? You fucking catfish? So we eat, drink, watch a comedy, laugh, having a good time. She all close to me in my face. So I go in to kiss her. Not 90-10, not 50-40. I was drinking the full 100. All in. And then, everything changes. Ooh, she did not like that. She gets quiet, one-word answers, no matter what I say. So, okay, whatever. Shower and bedtime. She does the same and gets in my bed. Backed up her butt on me, so I'm thinking things are okay. Things might turn around. I get close and then my schlong decides to go down her leg. I grab her waist and she moves my hand and says, "Good night." Oh, okay. I mean, genuinely wondering the fuck is happening right now. But okay, you got it. The next morning I asked her, what happened last night? And she grabs her things, leaves, and then texts me, "You tried to take advantage of me while I was drinking." Like, what? You don't just kiss people you don't know. Like, hold on, bitch. I'm trying to be respectful, reflective, and sympathetic. But the stupid is making me nah, do those things. It's too strong. I can't ignore it. Forget the fact that we talked about sex and kissing in our messages, right? Or that when you showed no interest, I completely stopped. First of all, fuck all that. Let's start it with really fucking me up. Let's go to the beginning where you lost me. I took advantage of you when I kissed you, and even after that, you felt the need to climb into my bed. You drove there on your own. 2 hours is not that bad at 8 p.m. And I have a perfectly good couch in the living room. If I was the piece of shit you're claiming me to be, that night could have gotten a lot worse. You did nothing to prevent it. I won't even say that. I'll just say if I was a terrible person, those were some very risky choices. That's a better way to say that. You had a car outside and free will. Since communicating is just so impossible for you, could have just left. 5 minutes passed. Hello? Hello? The second hello does not get delivered. Blocked like I was trying to sell her insurance or something. I'm not saying I'm not in the wrong for hitting a boundary that I did not properly communicate on first. Not saying that, I know when I'm wrong. I just want your actions to match what you're saying to me. But hey, she probably just didn't like me for real. And it'd be like that. After that, I was like, well, this sucks. Let me call something familiar. This girl I never completely talked to is a flight attendant and told me she'd be in LA soon. So we planned a date. After a 2-hour drive, I was in LA where parking garages start at $30. Like, damn, at least consider minimum wage numbers. We take an Uber to Beverly Hills and go to this low-key restaurant and get lit off drinks. Then, of course, things can't just go normal. She asked, what if I told you I was a man? I told her, well, date's not cheap. I'm still expecting you to go back to this hotel and shake some ass. I thought it was ridiculously funny with its quick response time. What do you think that turned into? Oh, so you like guys? I said, no, I just like responding to dumb questions with funny ass answers. So she says, but every joke has a bit of truth in it, right? What? No, that's not even remotely true. Why would you believe something like that? If you're gonna believe in something absolute, try not to pick something so fucking flimsy as a joke. Someone's sense of humor. So great, she's clearly a stupid. Y'all know I can't stand stupidity. With all that going on, she still slept with me. What's going on here? If I was bi, it wouldn't even fucking matter. Anyway, that's enough of me being a whore. And enough of part 2. I see y'all in part 3. I love you, my randoms, and I will see you next time.